To set up PayPal buttons, it's very simple. When you log into your business PayPal account, and I'm not sure how it would work in a personal account, so make sure that you've either set up your business account or that you know for sure it is a business account. Come to this tab right here, the third tab over, Pay and Get Paid. We're going to click on that, and you can see that there's multiple ways to take payment. You can do invoices, send money, of course, and over here is where you can do your subscriptions and your buttons. I always set up my subscriptions in buttons, so up to you. Oops, how did that happen? Up to you how you do it, but I'm just going to show you the way that I do it and keep this really short and sweet today. So click on PayPal buttons. I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger for you guys real quick. So you have multiple buttons to choose from here. You can also go to any that you have saved and just duplicate them and keep it really easy. But for now, let's pretend that this is the first one you're going to set up. You're going to choose based on what you're trying to achieve with this button. Now, when we say buttons, what we mean is I never use these ugly PayPal buttons anywhere, not on my website, nowhere. So what we mean by this is set up a way to get paid, grab the URL, and use it behind an attractive button that you can create on your website. So what you'll do is come down to one of these choices, and if you're setting up a recurring payment, you're going to want to come to subscribe. Click on subscribe. Well, click on subscribe. So even once you're inside of subscriptions, you can actually change your button type here. Buy now would be changing it to a one-time. Automatic billing would be changing it to more of a pre-set up billing where basically the people can choose a different amount. So I have never used automatic billing. I'll be honest with you guys. I have used buy now for a one-time sale. So let's say I'm enrolling for a challenge. I'll use the buy now button because once they pay me $27, that's the last time they're going to pay me something for that product, right? So that's what I use that one for. And then I'll use subscriptions. So to be honest with you, those are the only two I ever use. But definitely explore what's available to you because you obviously have different things available in your business, okay? I'm going to do an example product here so that I can just walk you through this. So you're just going to put in the name, call it whatever it is so that you know it's for your knowledge pretty much only. And then scroll past all of this. You don't need to do anything with any of this, okay? Because remember, we're not going to use their ugly button. We're going to make our own. So put in the amount. It's $100. It's the example product. And this is for someone who's going to pay me $100 a month for 3 months. So 3 months is my billing cycle. After how many cycles should it stop? I'm sorry, 3 months is not my cycle. Every 1 month is my cycle. Okay, so you can set up billing cycles to be days, weeks, months, or years. Once a year, twice a month by doing every other week. So you could say every 2 weeks. Okay, so the billing cycle is basically the what would you call it? Frequency of the payment. And then after how many cycles should billing stop? So since my customer is paid off in 3 months, I'm going to put 3. And that way PayPal automatically stops their payment plan. I don't have to go back in and do it, and they don't have to do it. So I love that. Now, if you have them on a subscription like a membership, and that's what you want to set up, and it's $25 a month, you could do it like this. $25 every month, never. Okay, and then you would manually stop it, or they would manually stop it when they don't want to be in your membership anymore. So this is just month after month, Every 30 days, PayPal takes that $25 from that credit card. So it's, as you can see, super simple to do this and very varied, like customizable, you know, for whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So then I don't do anything else on here. Now, if you're doing a, let's say, 2-week trial period, you can just do $0 for 2 weeks. And they get to try out your product. You can set that up if you wanted to. Okay. And then in this screen, it saves the button at PayPal. I always want to do that. So that's always checked. And I think it's checked as a default in your PayPal. But I don't do anything else. I really don't track or look at anything else in here. And then I go to step 3. And I need to make this screen a little bit bigger because this is important. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to lower the film area so that you can see how this goes. So down here, this is where you decide if it's a physical product and you're going to mail something to your client or customer. You definitely want to put yes so that they have to put their address. But I prefer to put no if it's a digital product because that's less time and effort for my person who is checking out. And always, always make a checkout as easy as possible. And then here in these spots right here is where you can set up thank you pages on your website or email sign up forms. Links can be here. This is the perfect place. Here. Right here, you would want to put your sales page that they're currently on. Whatever URL they are on to make this purchase from you, you want to put that URL here. But it's not required. You could leave this blank, by the way. The one that I would say definitely fill out is this one here. Whatever they're purchasing from you, it's either going to be a thank you page, it's going to be an email sign up, or maybe you take them to your Facebook group. I don't know how you have it set up. But the bottom line is there's definitely a next step, right? Where they can redeem the thing that they are buying from you. So that is the link that I will put here. Okay. And then I just create button. We're done. Literally, we're done. That's how easy this is. Then you can use either this long code and actually use that ugly button or do like I do and go click on this sub tab here called email. This is the URL that I am going to copy and paste and take it over to, and I'm going to give you an example right now so that you can see what I'm talking about here with buttons. So I'm going to copy that URL and I'm going to come to, let's say, well, this doesn't show. Let's pretend that in my store, this button, with my particular website, I have a payment processor set up behind the scenes. But let's say that it's a sales page. So let's pretend that it's a sales page for my book, and here's my button. You can actually plug that URL directly behind any button like this, okay? And that way, when they click on that, they go to that button from PayPal, and they are able to directly purchase that item from you. Pretty cool, right? So I just wanted to kind of show you what that looks like and why I keep saying pretty buttons. So this is pretty much the basics on setting up a pay button in PayPal. It really is this easy. But again, important note, if you do not have a business account with PayPal, you might have to do that and make sure that it is a business account in order for these features to work. I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm Coach Bess, and you can find more about me at ChristianHealthCoachCommunity.com.